Is it time, folks? Is it? Is it time? Is it time for Holy Christ? It is, because this is NAWA. It happened last Sunday. It's now Friday. I tried to do this review yesterday. I couldn't because I found I hadn't finished watching the blooming thing. And there's a bit of a shock at the end. So I'm glad I did. I'm glad I didn't think, oh, I know the answer to this. I know the outcome, because I didn't. Now, the main event here will be George South versus Pony Johnson, former Carolina Dreamer. Is there anybody that George South will not face? Will face or will not face? Is there anybody that George South will face, who has not been trained by him or mentored by him? Certainly, Carolina Dreamer, Pony Johnson has. He's a legend. He's in a league of his own, or a wing of his own. He sounds like some kind of hospital, says Pony Johnson. First, before we get there, though, we got Grant Cristal, who, of course, I know from Southern States Wrestling. And we have Joe Wheeler, who's palled up with me recently, doing the announcement here, because we don't have Guy. Is not there tonight, so we don't have him. And I like to see Joe here. It's good. Grant Cristal is one half of the tag team champions with Lord Murphy Costigan. Oh, Lord! In Southern States Wrestling. Good to see him here. And he's facing Dugat. They don't half try hard. I mean, early on, Grant Cristal attacks Dugat because he's getting a bit of crowd appreciation. Doesn't like that. Very nasty. Very nasty of him. Dugat misses a splash. Cristal works the knee and the ankle, but he puts the ankle lock on the other leg. So probably, I mean, I'm no wrestling manager or I'm not like George South and a mentor and a trainer, but actually if you're working on the left leg, don't then change your mind and work on the right. It might not work unless you're going to really, I mean, he does make sure that Dugat can't pick him up, tries to lift him, couldn't even shift him. There's a nasty posting, though, from Dugat. And Cristal is down. Quick Samoan drop from Dugat. Punchlines. Not a punch. Not a clothesline. A punchline. Yes. And a slam, a splash off the top, and he gets the pin. It was rather good. And next week, Justin Kindred Allen, who's coming on well, meets Jaquan McNair, who's really rather special, I think. I can't wait for that match. He's with the Silver Fox. Now, he says the Silver Fox is his friend. Silver Fox, the champion, doesn't seem as though he is. Maybe that's something which will develop. Who knows? Now, here's George versus Pony. George versus Pony, and it's George South with the mouth, because he gets on the microphone, he heals it up. He tells people he doesn't like them. He calls the women names. He says when he's champion and he's going to win, and when he gets to be champion again, he's going to raise all the ticket prices. Someone said, I'm going to buy a ticket. And as he says, oh, well, don't be stupid. I'm going to raise the prices. Okay, there's prevarication in this. Prevarication from the nation. He likes to do that, does Mr. South. And he sets up you're going to cheer for him or are you going to cheer for me? I wonder who that will be. So, the Dreamers family are there. Carolina Dreamer, Pony Johnson are there. So that's great, isn't it? That kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? There's arm work. Yeah, arm work. There is an arm bar from Johnson and an elbow. I like the it sounds like he says, I think Michael Elliott, holy Christ! Curtis Robertson is there as well, of course, a throwback. I think Michael Elliott says he's Winston Payne. It sounds like Winston Payne. Who's Winston Payne? Is he in the match? Interesting. Shoulder blocks that put him down from George South. There's another arm bar and back to the arm from Johnson after a counter hip toss from South. And as Michael Elliott says, Steve Swift's going to love this. Yes. You've got South telling Pony Johnson's grandkids that he's beating him up. That's naughty of him. So naughty. A big shot, a choke, a headlock which is worked. Chin work, as they call it. Chin work. Yeah. Then there's a boot to the midsection from George South. The ref stops him getting to the ropes because he's having to... He's trying to get to the ropes to get the leverage, and the ref smacks his hand away, which causes him to fall back. Pony Johnson rolls him up, gets the pin. It's disputed. I mean, Curtis Robertson's right. It's disputed, but he is your new champion. Good on you. Good Carolina's champion, that, actually. If there's a feud with South, I think that if he feeds into that, and he's a heel, that will work really well. And I tell you what else worked really well. NAWA this week. When, in recent memory, did it not? I love it, and I know you will too.